with the NCIP, how does that affect, not only you, but people around the football club? Are they able to, celebrate their heritage?
There's a lot of frustration at Preston. I can only speak about Preston from personal experience, and there's definitely a lot of frustration at BT Connor Reserve in regards to the National Club Identity Policy. People constantly thinking, I want to bring this banner, I want to say this thing, and then realising, I can't say it because I might cost my club, $2,000 in fines for absolutely nothing.
Exactly. And you talk about Preston Lions, they're a pretty historic club.
Yeah,
How important is culture in producing players?
That one's a bit tougher to answer. I think producing players is more to do with a youth program than it is to do with any ingrained culture. I think obviously for young Macedonians it probably means a bit more, but we've got a lot of young people coming through the club right now from various nationalities, so it's definitely not like it was in the 80s where people sort of stuck to their own clubs so much. It's a bit more spread out. It's more based on where they live.
And how do those guys, how do they respect the culture around the club? Or are they treated differently, or do they accept the Macedonian culture?
Obviously I can't speak from personal experience, being Macedonian myself, but from observation, they don't seem to be treated differently at all. People generally love it when non-Macedonians get around the club. So, we've got a lot of boys on the senior men's teams right now, even senior women's, and they're all sort of inducted into the culture. They know about it before they start playing, and I say 9 times out of 10 they're getting around it just as much as everyone else is. Like, they even learn to speak very basic Maso, and that's pretty great to see. And it doesn't really matter where they're from. Like, people are just happy that they respect the culture. No one's expecting them to get fanatical about it. It's just a matter of knowing the origins and just respecting that.
Yeah, beautiful. And just like with the FFA, do you think they contradict themselves when it comes to when it comes to celebrating? They had Harmony Round, and they're contradicting themselves with the NCIP. How does that get to you? Does it?
I find it a bit of a slap in the face that you have this one dedicated round where you claim to be harmonious and respecting multiculturalism within football, but then every other round you're pretty much attacking us for even trying to express our own culture and trying to cover up the fact that it was ethnic migrants that built football in this country.
Yeah, so there was a FFA Cup match where Avondale were told to cover up their Italian badge on the jersey, whereas they were playing Marconi Stallions, whose jersey is green, white and red, and they're of Italian descent. So where's the sense in that? Like, if you're going to cut down on it, do you want them to really cut it out? Or
at the moment it's not even consistent, as you're pointing out just then. Avondale can't have the Italian flag, but Marconi can. It's just inconsistency. So I'd say just get rid of it entirely. I mean, clubs should be able to express themselves how they want. And especially with a club like Avondale, a tiny Italian flag on the back is literally all they have to indicate their roots.
Yeah, exactly.
Aside from that, they're not all that connected with the Italian community. It's just a little thing to remind themselves where they came from. And you won't even let them have that.
And they've got the Italian badge on their crest as well. So
yeah, they do have some incorporation, yeah. My point with Avondale is more, even clubs like Avondale who aren't as ethnocentric as some of the other clubs still around, they can't even have those small little symbols just to remind people that this was a club founded by Italian migrants. It's not really like that anymore, but that's where it was from.
All right, beautiful. Well, thank you, Declan, for your time.
No worries. Thanks very much for having me.